I want to make a video and call it Ignoble Blood. The last thing the world needs, like in this world, brothers and sisters, is someone like me invading people's televisions and phones with messages of truth from being an extremely poor person. I like what one of my brothers said, and he knows who he is. And, you know, my sisters have told me some of these things too before about how few, not only how few we are, but how poor we are, because the agenείς, the people of the dirt, have always been despised, which is why they didn't want to translate the Bible into English, was because the Latins, with their sophisticated Latin language, which is so royal bloods, which is why we're naming this Ignoble Bloods, because the scripture says that God has chosen the base things of the world to confound the wise. And this may sound a little crude, but a bastard like me from the trailer park, because if I can accept what I am, then hopefully the other people can accept what I am, because if they can't accept that that's just the way that my life turned out, then there's a lot of things that probably they can't accept, sadly, because, you know, this is a sad, wicked world that we live in, and a person like me from the agenείς, people of the dirt, and from the trailer park, are the last kind of people that royal bloodlines would want influencing their people. Yes, they are from the academe of Plato, who spoke through his imaginary person, or possibly not imaginary, but at least a symbol type, Socrates, which some people believe were a figment of Plato's imagination, or just someone he wrote through. And Aristotle was Plato's pupil. So what we find in this world is the noble bloods, the ones who of high rich demographics, who build big castle type temples following the Babylonian, Persian, Grecian, Roman tradition, and not only that, but their lines of thinking, the way that they believe, the way that they preach, the way that they teach, and the way that they heroify people and turn them into gods, apotheosis. So what we find always happening is that they believe that if it ain't rich, if it ain't educated, if it ain't a high thing, then it's not worthy of their time, because engaging in dialogue with bastards of the earth and ignoble bloodlines is to defile themselves. That's the Anglican establishment doctrine. And then they just had a rich, extremely rich, spoiled kid named Darwin come up with a great doctrine for people who already believed such things. Yes, people already believed that you should breed across royal lineages and breed across royal bloods. So what we have to do is we have to become familiar with that concept and realize that God has chosen the ignoble blood, the poor, the oppressed, the ones who would engage in dialogue across the poor boundaries and possibly try to help psychopaths and people with bipolar and people who are chasing the ghosts that the rich people themselves have created by oppressing people so harshly that they would begin to believe the fantasy. And we know that this goes back to Satan versus God. So I hope that you find this video instructive, and I hope that it helps. And I am naming this Ignoble Blood, the people of the dirt. So I hope that this helps, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.